Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. Today we are diving into the energies that are coming up for everyone in December. So we're going to see, this is sort of basically having a look at all of us and, worldwide, in the country, in our neighborhoods, everything. So it's just an overarching look at all of the energies coming up for this month. So we are working with the Yuletide deck, which is a gorgeous deck. And as much as the cards are a little bit big for my hands, so you will get to spend December watching me struggle to shuffle these cards. They're very flexible and they're quite glossy, so they slide well, so they're not flying all over the place. I did give them a really big shuffle before I turned my camera on, just in case they did go flying everywhere, and we all got to have a good laugh together. So we're just going to give this a quick little shuffle, and we're just going to pull some cards and see what comes out. There's a lot going on. It's like weird that there's a lot going on, yet the world feels eerily quiet right now. There just seems to be some, that awkward silence where we're all waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, what's going to happen next? I know America is, on the edge of their seats waiting for January. I know that Canada is on the edge of their seats waiting for an election. I understand that could be happening soon, so fingers crossed. We're all waiting to see what's happening in other parts of the world. Interesting, I'm not hearing a lot about the Middle East in the last week or so, which is kind of interesting. It's all been about other parts of the world that's sort of coming across my feed right now. And even even when I check the headlines of the news each day, just to kind of see what I need to explore. I'm not seeing a lot of Middle East, which is quite interesting now that I think about it. Excuse me. And yes, I am still dealing with this silly little head cold. I'm at the dry cough stage that just takes you by, and it's grips every once in a while. So I'm just going to have a little sip of water. And we will get started. What's coming up? Two of Candles. Oh, and I will mention the suits for this particular deck are canes. The canes, like that, those are swords. Candles are wands. Gifts are pentacles. And cups are good cheer. It all makes sense, really. When you think about it, it all makes sense. Some of the major arcana is different. So I made a chart so that we know. Because, for example, like Father Christmas is in here, but he's the hermit in real tarot, in like regular tarot. So there you're all caught up now. So our Two of Candles, which is our Two of Wands, which is like I keep having to keep going back to my little chart to remember what all of these things are. You definitely have some decisions to make about what to do next. There's definitely a planning and anticipation, restlessness element about it. Like you just want to get on with something. If you want to get on with something, make the choice. So a lot of us are going to be having to make some choices this month about what we're going to do. Makes perfect sense. For a lot of us, there's a lot of options on the table. What if I can give you any advice in terms of preserving your relationships? Be honest with people about where you're at in life, about, if you just can't handle another thing, say that. Don't leave people like the worst thing in the world to say to somebody is, I'll have to check my book. What that means is I'm not going to actually respond to this until I've received all the offers I will, and I'm going to pick the best one. It might not be yours. So if you want to preserve your relationships, be honest with people. Number one, it is okay to accept the first invitation you receive and enjoy that and turn down everything else. Don't be the person who accepts an invitation, then gets a better offer and then cancels the first invitation. That, to me, if you're playing that game, we're not going to be friends anymore. And I've eliminated a lot of people in my life who do that. So just don't do that. But you do have choices to make, and you can choose how you move through this month. You can choose how to manage your relationships with your friends and your family and your loved ones and everything else. And I know there's a lot going on, but if somebody issues an invitation to you and you say, I'll have to check my book. Well, is your book not in your hand? Really? Just look. If it's open, then you can say yes, right? Because if you're not saying yes when you look at your book and you're available, you're in the energy of waiting for a better offer. And that's the energy that the person who invited you feels. So if we want to work on our relationships, just be honest and say, I'm waiting for a better offer. Or, if it's somebody that you don't like, just say, I don't like you. I'm not coming because I don't like you, and I really wish you'd leave me alone. That might be the kindest thing that you could say to somebody, because it's frustrating when you're like, I've invited you 75 times and you won't respond, right? So if there's somebody in your life that's inviting you to something and you're not sure, I know that there's times where we have like, I know I've got a commitment, I just don't know what day it's going to be on. Can I get back to you? And then if it doesn't land on the same day, then get back to them and say yes, okay? Be the person who says yes. Page of Good Cheer, excuse me, is our Page of Cups. There's some new stuff, a new journey, a new adventure, new emotions coming up. New emotions coming up. This is, it's definitely, we're tapping into nostalgia. We're tapping into the youthfulness, the childhood memories, the childlike energy of this time of year, the inner child. Tend to your inner child. Oh my gosh, something just came in. My guides are like, tell them to do this. If you found Christmas to be a letdown in your life, like in your childhood, not everybody had a great Christmas. I can assure you of that. Tend to your inner child. Like say, your parents were jerks and would never get you an easy bake oven. Get yourself an easy bake oven and play with it over the holidays and tend to that. Like tap into that energy and heal. This is a great time of healing because it's a time of reflection and anticipation. So we can do both. We can accomplish a lot at this time of year. The energy is so potent. And if you're feeling a little something about the holidays, tend to your inner child for sure and make them happy. Excuse me. Queen of Candles is our Queen of Wands. There we go. Yes, I do have my chart next to me and I keep looking it up. So our Queen of Wands this is a very, it's doing energy. It's fiery, it's spicy, it's energetic, it's strong, it's passionate. This is, our queen gets it done. She gets it done. This is the mom who has the house decorated, the cookies baked, the fire going, the crock pot on, the gifts wrapped, everything. If you strive to be this person and it's not working, then you just be patient with yourself. And it's also a great reminder to be patient with the people around you because they probably need it more than you do. Definitely. This is a tough time of year for a lot of people. And it does require a lot of patience. It requires a lot of deep breathing. And I am doing a tapping video. It's coming up. If it's, I can't remember what date this is going up. This video is going up, but the tapping video, tapping to get you through the holidays, will be going up in the first week of December. So if it's after that, if you're watching this right now and it's after the first week of December, go back through my videos and find the tapping video. And it's that EFT, and I've got scripts there that to help all of us get through the holidays. And it's really powerful, really potent. I wrote them all out and I can't wait to do it. I'm going to record it at the weekend and then it'll be posted the first week. So if you're feeling that, please go check out the tapping video, and you can do it every single day, multiple times a day if you want. Just follow along. And, as I'm saying, I'll say out all the script. You don't have to memorize it the first time. By the end of the month, you may have it memorized if you do it every single day. So there you go, a little gift to you, because I know how hard this time of year is. The 8 of Canes is the 8 of Swords, and I'm just going to look up for timing. There's no timings coming out. It's fascinating. This week, all my readings, hardly any timings connecting to now. Like, it's really wild. But our 8 of Swords is about feeling trapped and feeling imprisoned and restricted and powerless, your hands tied, victimized. The great message for this is that, like, even, and you know what? Let's just even look at this card. Like, she's so loosely tied, she could get out of this herself and just take the blindfold off and walk away. This entrapment feeling is self-inflicted and self-imposed. So feel free to just stop it. Feel free to say, you know what, I don't have to do this. I know at this time of year, a lot of us are feeling pretty trapped. I remember growing up and dealing with my parents, and I felt like a caged animal sometimes, and it was a lot. But just remember, the holiday season is just a few weeks. We can do it. We can do it. The 8 of Good Cheer is the 8 of Cups in reverse. Excuse me. Yes, there's my little dry cough. Snuck up on me there. So this is our 8 of Cups normally would be about walking away from something, even though it looks good on paper. But this is stagnation. This is avoiding stuff. This is fearing change. And the message that's coming in is that it's about the fact that it's a new year, and there's expectations and things like that that's going on. So definitely, if you need to pause your life, just pause your life. It's okay to pause your life. The whole world feels like it's on a pause right now. Like, it just feels like we're just waiting to exhale. I thought that was a great movie, and I just loved the line, like the whole concept of waiting to exhale. And that's where I feel we are right now, is the whole world's just on this weird pause while we wait to see who's going to make the first move. And I feel like this is a world message, but this is also a message for everybody. Just, if you need to pause your life, just pause your life. You can put things on hold. They'll still be sitting there in January. I don't mean like don't do your dishes or your laundry or tend to the things you need to tend to, but you know, all those huge things, they can wait till January when all the hustle bustle is down, and then we're in that hibernation season. You can get stuff done at home. Excuse me, the lightning tree, the tower in reverse. I remembered that right off the top of my head, simply because I was playing with the cards the other day and was going through them all, just checking out the artwork, and looked at this one and was like, oh, what a great image for our tower, that it's like lightning striking, and look at the baubles have all fallen off and everything. So in reverse, this is about resisting change and averting disaster and avoiding tragedy and delaying the inevitable, fear of loss. I feel like that's why the whole world is on a pause right now, is everybody's just kind of not being rash. Nobody's rushing in. We saw what happened. Biden went rogue, I guess, and did something out of the blue that nobody expected. And I think, part of me thinks it's his way of sticking it to everybody after what they did to him. Not that I'm a fan, but holy Hannah, there was elder abuse for all those years, and then the palace coup. So I think, yeah, there's definitely this holding pattern energy to prevent catastrophe. I think it's that, the person who throws the first punch initiates the fight, like that, and everything explodes from there. So I think everybody's just kind of sitting on their hands right now around the world. And then also personally, like in your own personal life, there's somebody out there there's a feeling of feeling stuck, not knowing what to do because they don't know which is the right decision to make to avoid disaster. So there we go. And we'll do 2 more cards. 9 of Cups. Beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Just looking at the timing here. See if there's anything. No, nothing right now. But this is that wish fulfillment. And our 9 of Cups is just such a beautiful, beautiful card. I mean, look at her. She's just had all these people over for dinner. She's had a great time. Look at her. She's like finishing the glass of wine. Everybody's on their way home and she can just chillax and enjoy and bask in her successful dinner party. That's the energy we want. That's the energy we want to be in, is wish fulfillment and being proud of what we've accomplished and proud of what we've done and accumulated. We do have so many resources. It doesn't always have to be about money. You know, we can trade things. We can support each other. You know, people are like, I don't have any money, but I love what you do. And it's like, okay, then like my posts, you know, leave comments, cheer for me. The people in my life and people who, you know, used to follow me on Instagram and the same on Facebook when I was over on social media there are people who literally cheered for every single thing I did and would share my posts and everything else. And you know what I did? I turned around and I gave them things for free because I knew they didn't have any money, but they were supporting me in the only way they could. And I so appreciated it. And more clients came in through them because even though they couldn't book a session with me, other people did through them, from seeing them sharing my posts and everything. That of course I so appreciated that I would give them free gifts. I would, you know, I have a product line as well. I'll do a shop with me video probably this week coming up so you can see everything I have. So I would give them free gifts. Sometimes it would be like one of my products. Sometimes it would be one of my courses that is normally a paid course. I'd just be like, look, here's the link, off you go, enjoy. Or I would maybe, you know, do a little reading for them or something like that, just to show my appreciation. And so it's important to remember that the most important things in life is not things you can buy or money. It's the experiences we have. It's the people around us. It's, you know, the joy. If the best you can do, if the most you could do is, you know, offer someone dog walking or babysitting or something like that, that's bringing joy. It doesn't have to be financial. So this is a great reminder to appreciate how far we've all come collectively, and you know, look at all the ways in your life that it's not about the money, that it's about the feelings, it's about the experience, it's about the hugs, it's about the laughs, it's about the person who dried your tears, like all of that stuff. Okay, great reminder for this time of year. And finally, our Knight of Cups. I feel like there's somebody who's like sitting on something. Yeah, no timing for this one. There's no there's no timing for this card. So right now, there's somebody sitting on something. There's somebody who wants to connect with somebody, but they're holding back. The message for you is just giddy up. Just get on with it. Make the phone call, send the text, send the email, whatever it is. Just get on with it. Reach out to that person. And if it's about a broken relationship, just invite them out. Just say, I'm wondering if you would, you know, have lunch with me. I'm hoping that we can chat. I'd really like to work on fixing things. Just leave it at that. And see what they say. If it's somebody you got your eye on, if you got a little romance on your mind, reach out to that person. Ask them out. Ask them out. This is the season of bravery, isn't it? The season of courage. So I would say, yeah, definitely our Knight of Cups, he tends to play it safe. You know, he tends to be very pragmatic and he guards his heart and all of that. But, you know, fortune favors the bold. It's cuffing season. You're looking for somebody to kiss under the mistletoe? Get on with it. Giddy up, my friend. And we'll look at the final card, the Queen of Good Cheer. Oh, she came up earlier too, in an earlier reading. This is like, enjoy it. enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to do a little talk on that too, on what it means to actually, when we say enjoy yourself, what does that mean? She enjoys herself. Look at her. She's got some cookies on the counter. She's got her crystal ball. She's looking ahead. She's reading all of her Christmas cards. Look at how popular she is. Just that day, she got 4 Christmas cards, and she's made herself a lovely, lovely cocktail. The full moon is up. She is in her essence. She is in her spirituality and her emotions. And she's being really patient with herself at this time of year, as this December is always a bit of a gong show. So don't forget to be patient with yourself, and don't forget to be patient with everyone around you, especially the people who work in the stores. It costs nothing to look them in the eye and say, thank you, have a beautiful day. Okay, everybody's under a lot of pressure, especially in this culture right now. So you definitely want to just be patient with yourself and be patient with everybody else. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much. And I would love to invite you to my Yule celebration call, which is taking place on December 20th. It's at 7 p.m. Toronto time, which is EST, which is GMT -5. And I'm hosting it with my friend Caitlin of the Intuitive Forest. And we've got a beautiful evening planned for you. This is free. This is absolutely free. There will be some prizes. There might be a few gifts in there as well. And we're going to do a live call. It's on Zoom. You must register to receive the link. So use the link that's in the description of this video. The invitation's there, and then it will take you to the landing page with all of the information that you need and a little spot to put your name and your email address. If you think you're going to be clever and put a fake email address, you just won't get the link. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. And please put your name. Just your first name is fine, but please don't put it just like sometimes people just put their initial, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to call you. So it's okay to say your first name. We're all friends here, okay? So I hope that you can make it to that. And again, that is December 20th in the evening, and it's going to be a beautiful call. We're going to talk about all kinds of things, you know, a celebration of Yule and a visualization. There's going to be a little dance party and everything. So it's going to be a fun time with lots of elements to it. I think the last time I checked, we had 13 elements lined up, ready to go. So that's going to be super exciting. Thank you for joining me here today. If you are a new friend, thanks for stopping by. I can't wait to get to know you. Don't forget to click subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know you were here. If you are an old friend, thanks for popping by again. Thanks for sticking around in my world. I so appreciate you. I so appreciate all the comments and the likes, and every time you share my posts and videos, and all of the times that people top up my tip jar and everything. I so appreciate all of it. I appreciate every single person who takes a moment here with me. You've no idea how much it means to me that, you know, one day I just decided, I think I'm going to have a YouTube channel. And here I am, working away at it, working at growing. If you subscribe, it's the most help, because then I can get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and that will really help my channel a lot. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Have a magical day.